So you may have heard about the BRRRR model, and if you haven't heard about it, it stands for buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. It's how you can get houses literally for free. I just bought this house 4 days ago. I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm gonna break down all the numbers to you, and I'm gonna show you exactly how I'm getting this house for free and how it'll cash flow and build wealth for myself and my family for generations to come. So I actually bought this house from a wholesaler. Wholesaler is out of the state. They got the deal under contract, called me to buy it. We were initially in contract for $50,000 to purchase this property behind me. The seller ended up wanting more money. So we, negotiated a little bit. The wholesaler came up in price a little bit. I came up in price a little bit. So we ended up purchasing this property for $57,000. So a lot of people talk about, you can't find good deals out there. This is from a wholesaler, so the wholesaler made money, and it's still going to be a great opportunity for me, as you're going to see on these numbers once we break them down inside. So let's go through. I'm going to show you the purchase price, and then I'm going to walk you through the property and talk about the construction as well. So like I mentioned, we bought this house purchase for $57,000. So I'm going to take you through the house and look at the work that needs to be done as well. First thing, you can see that the house still needs cleaned out, needs a lot of trash out, dumpsters. So that's number one. And then we're also going to have to put in new flooring throughout the entire house. We do LVT flooring, luxury vinyl tile flooring throughout the entire house. And then let's take a look at the kitchen over here. When you walk into the kitchen, obviously this needs completely renovated. On top of all the trash taken out, we're gutting the cabinets out, we're taking the appliances out. So we're gonna come back and put all new cabinets, new granite tops, new white appliances, because we are gonna keep this as a rental property, and new flooring in here as well. So obviously kitchen needs done here too. And this was actually an addition at some point. Most of the houses in this neighborhood are 2-bed, 1-baths, but this addition was put on to make this a 3-bed, 1-bath house. So one thing obviously we can notice immediately is the roof is leaking. It actually looked like it had a new roof. It had a dimensional roof installed, but they obviously installed it incorrectly. So now we have this leak. There's probably going to be some mold in here as well. So we're going to gut this entire room out, all the drywall, all the paneling, all the stuff, all the trash, to one, fix and resolve the water issue, put a new roof on, but then two, get rid of any mold that may have happened or came in here as well. So this room will literally get gutted to the studs. One other thing, good thing about this, these windows are actually vinyl windows. So they're new vinyl windows. A lot of times they're metal or aluminum, but these are vinyl, so we actually don't have to replace those, which is a huge benefit for us. This is bedroom number one. There's actually a walkway into this other bedroom, which is bedroom number two. So we're going to frame this off to make it a true 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. I'm standing in bedroom number two. That wall between there, that doorway, is what's going to get framed off to separate these bedrooms. And this is bedroom number three, which again, we're getting all the trash out. We're going to paint the walls and put all new flooring in here as well. So this is the 1 bathroom in the house. We're getting this whole bathroom all the way to the studs. Going to come back, do a new tub, shower surround, toilet, vanity, mirror, light fixtures, everything. This will be a brand new bathroom as well. So step number two of the BRRRR model, number one is buy. So we got to buy the property. We already did that. Step number two is to renovate the property. So we actually had budgeted $55,000 to do this renovation, and we just got an estimate back from our contractor yesterday that's going to do this for $49,000. But coming in here today, we thought the roof was solid. It's obviously not. It's continuously leaking water. Currently, it just rained this morning, so there's an active leak. So we're actually going to have to increase our budget probably by $4,000 to $5,000 to put the roof on. So we're going to be all in for maybe $54,000 to $55,000, which is what we had estimated. So this is a win. So we borrowed $57,000 from a private money lender to fund this transaction, and we borrowed $55,000 from the same private money lender to fund this transaction. So we borrowed enough money to fund this entire transaction, meaning that we don't have to use any of our money to own this piece of real estate. So once the renovation is completed, once we go in and we renovate the kitchens, the bathrooms, and the bedrooms and make this house look beautiful, like it's brand new, then we have to take it and rent it out. So buy, renovate, rent. We can rent this out for about $1,500 per month. So we'll be able to rent this to a family or a tenant of some sort, and they'll come in here and pay $1,500 a month because this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. After that, buy, renovate, rent. Next step is refinance. So this is where most people get tripped up in this process, is when they refinance it with a bank. So different banks have all different types of lending criteria. So you got to talk to the banks to make sure you understand it. But the banks that I work with will give us a 75% cash out refinance. and they only require a 90-day seasoning period. So from the day we buy it to the day we refinance it, we can do it on the 91st day. So it'll take us maybe 2-ish months to renovate this project, and then we'll find a tenant in it and place the tenant inside of it, get them moved in, and then on the 91st day, we'll hit the refinance. So the ARV on this property is gonna be about $170,000. So the bank will give us 75% of that as a cash out. So if you do $170,000 times 75%, that's $127,500. Oops, it's $127,500 the bank's gonna give us back. So keep in mind, I borrowed $112,000 to fund this deal, and the bank's giving me back $127,500. So no, they're not lending me the money for free. They're obviously going to make some interest. I'm going to have some appraisal fees, some closing costs, some title fees on the refi. So let's say that's another $10,000 in total, right? You know, the lender makes $6-7 grand, and then there's another few grand in closing costs. So I'm truly all into this property for like $122,000. This is 112 plus 10 is 122. So I take this money the bank gives me and I pay off my private money lenders. And on top of that, I'm left with about $5,000 that I get to keep. So this is tax-free proceeds because refinance proceeds are non-taxable. So I'm able to put $5 grand in my pocket day one when I refinance this transaction, and then I'm renting it for $1,500 a month. And my payment at the end of the day will probably be about $900 a month. So on this mortgage that I now have with this bank, I'm gonna pay $900 per month, and my income is $1,500 per month. So I'll make $600 per month in profit. And yes, there'll be some vacancies and some repairs from time to time, but think about this. Let's rewind to the beginning of this video. This method, you can get houses literally for free. You don't have to put any of your own money into this. So I bought it with OPM, other people's money. I renovated it with OPM, other people's money. I rented it out to a tenant. I refinanced it with a bank. Bank gave me back $127,500. I paid off my private money lenders. So now my private money lender's out of this deal. I own this house 100% myself, and I get to cash flow and make $600-ish per month for the rest of my life. So you can get rich flipping and wholesaling houses, but you cannot get wealthy flipping and wholesaling houses. The only way to wealth is through the ownership of real estate. And I know earlier on in this video, I said, you know, buy these houses using other people's money. Oh, that sounds great, Austin, but how do I actually do that? Anybody you come across in your entire life ever can become a private money lender. That's the beautiful thing about this business. There's no credit checks, there's no down payments, there's no debt to income ratios, there's none of those things. And if you want to learn more about this strategy and how you can start owning real estate using other people's money, I've been able to do this over 100 times, build a $25 million plus rental portfolio using this exact same strategy. And if you want this completely broken down to you, check out the link in the description below, where I have a free training to show you exactly how you can do it too.